Harlem Talk Radio brings you news and information and stimulating talk radio on the Harlem community.
So knowing who you are is critical to your personal and professional growth. How can you implement if you don't know who you are and who you serve? So before you understand your clients, before you understand what business you're in, you have to understand, well, who am I? What am I actually doing? We want to be like the next greatest business. We want to be like the competitor. Well, guess what? Authenticity has no competition. We don't need to compete with anyone else but yourself. Compete with your next sale. Compete with who you are, the greatness that you have.
If you are a business looking to build a website, you don't have $30,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 to hire a web designer, check that out. If you are a business owner in technology here in New York, newmecommunity.org can potentially help you, exposing you to resources such as investors and potentially clients and other resources to accelerate your business.
And a television producer by the name of Fred Seibert, who worked at, produced many shows for Nickelodeon and ran a new company called Next New Networks, he suggested to me, he said, hey, Julian, I know you like sports, why don't you create your own sports show? And I went home that same day and I propped up my small HD camera on those 3 shoe boxes I told you about before I showed the video.
Fail smart. So, let's face it. Yes, we all want to be successful, but I don't know of anyone who's had a success that hasn't had a failure, that hasn't had many failures along the way. It is inevitable. I think everyone up here and all of you guys, I saw all the hands come up, I think you guys can attest to that. Failure is inevitable. And the big brands know that, but they have a way of what I call failing smart. Okay, so when big brands come up with an idea and they want to go down a path, maybe it's about launching a new product, they go through a series of exercises that gives them confidence in whether or not they should go down that path, or if they do go down that path, how far and when and what makes sense around it, okay? So fail smart, what do? They test it, they learn from that test, they apply those learnings to the initiative, and they constantly repeat that cycle.